ahead.
This is Acts chapter 12, verse 5. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church until Yahweh for him.
They prayed for him, man. All right, please get that brother out of that situation, man. All right, because if you in like a, that's like a difficult situation. You know what I mean? You in like what they call a maximum level of security prison in these days. All right, he had soldiers around him. All right, it goes on to say he was asleep with 2 soldiers beside him. 2 soldiers was at the door. All right, they knew, hey, this was a man of the Lord, man. All right.
It says, and when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison.
Right, so they had soldiers at the door. All right, Peter was asleep, chained up. You know what I'm saying? With soldiers beside him, man. All right, that'll break a lot of people, man. All right, if you ain't really in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that'll break your ass, man. All right, going through that difficult situation and your life on the line, man. All right, but Peter kept the faith. All right, we're gonna see what happened because he kept the faith.
It says, and behold, the angel of the Lord, Yahweh, came upon him, and a light shined in the prison.
Right, that goes back to Isaiah 59 and 19. That's the standard was lifted up, man. Most High just ain't leave Peter in there and say, well, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Go and chop his ass up, do whatever you want to him. All right. He saved them up out of that.
Because Peter was the Most High's favorite. He was Yahweh's favorite.
Right. In the reincarnation, King David, man. So rightfully so, he a man after the Most High's heart. They pleaded his cause, and he got him up out of there. And just land back in the statement, you know, the scriptures say the angels encampeth round about him that fear the Lord, man.
They showed that in the movie Count of Monte Cristo. Brothers gotta check that out. They get a chance. Yeah, Apostle Rumlob, he had told me about it, and I had checked it out. That's a good movie right there, because it was basically like the same kind of scenario. He was in prison and shit. He was about to break his shit, but then he just got delivered up out of that bitch.
So it's Lord ain't gonna tempt you, but that you're able. So it goes on to say, Acts 12 and 7. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side, and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands.
He got delivered, man. Angel came in there, hit him on the side, said, get up. He's gonna say, you gonna put your shoes on, put your sandals on. All right, get up, let's go, man. All right, just like that, in a snap of a finger, man. All right, when you, I know Peter didn't think all hope was lost. Okay, but you'll have, you know, brothers that think they're in the spirit that's gonna fold in that time, man. Like, oh man, I might as well take the chip, man. I don't wanna get chopped up and all this shit. But just in that split second, all right, Peter got saved, man. All right,
They say, and the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind on thy sandals, and so he did. And he said unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision.
Right, so Peter didn't even think this was really happening, man. It was so spectacular, man.
Right.
He was like, damn, this must be a vision, man. He didn't even know this was really going on, man. All right, but that's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right.
It says, when they were past the first and the second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city.
Yeah, so it's what y'all call like a prison break, man. Right?
Which opened to them of his own accord, and they went out and passed on thorough one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, now I know of a surety that the Lord hath sent his angel, and hath delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews.
If I can say this though, you see why Peter thought it was a dream though, because the angel came, and you know the angels, they don't walk. You know what I'm saying? They hover. You know what I'm saying? So you see them hover, you see the bright ass light, you know, because the angels, they exude that light because they spirit turned all the way up and shit, man. So yeah, I would thought that was a dream too. And then the angel told him, follow me, hovering, and Peter followed him.
Keeping up and shit.
I'm dreaming, man.
Yeah.
But God, man, hey, just making that point, man, the Lord can save you out of a difficult situation in a minute, man. We see it on the low level on this side, man. Ain't nothing the Lord do on the low level, all right? But what I'm saying is, through our trials and tribulations today, man, you going through some shit, 2-3 weeks, boom, something happened for you, man. You know what I mean? So just keep the faith, man. You know what I mean? And if the Lord see it fit that you got it, like if Peter was you put the death in that situation, so be it, man. You inherited life. You get put to death in that situation.
Not for Yahweh Shai's game.
And it's the scripture that say, you want those that want to be absent from the Lord be present in this body, but if you want to be absent from your body, to be present with the Lord. So basically, you can't be scared to die.
Still in that Acts.
That go, yeah, you keep going in that, but that going to that physical pain, man. All right, there ain't no way Peter wouldn't think of, you know, the guards, the soldiers is in there talking shit, about to put you to death. You know what I mean? All this shit, man.
Probably sharpening up the sword, like on Django when you had the nigga upside down, using the knife sharp, about to snip and
Talking
shit.
shit.
You know?
Peter
Yeah.
probably was just looking at it like, you know, whatever.
Kill
You
it.
know what I'm gonna do. All right. Just like when Yahweh Shai was getting brought for the, he was just giving them short answers. King of the Jews. Thou said, like, it's just fuck.
Right.
After they kill you, what else can they do to you? Can't do nothing else to you after they kill you.
That's how Yahweh Shai, a lot of Yahweh Shai answers was short, man. It was like, I know what I'm here to do, so it ain't no reason for me to try to, you know, finesse my way out of it. I know what I'm here to do. Just like Marshawn Lynch, you know why I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
And what come to mind is that Isaiah the 53rd chapter, how it talks about Yahweh Shai. You know, it said he was like as a lamb or a sheep is dumb before the shearer. So was Yahweh Shai. You know, he just took the load, man. Like Pilate, he said, like, man, you know, they about to do woo to you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He knew it had to be done though, because it was for our sake, and that's love when you think of it, man. That's love. The fact that he laid down his life for us, as we was bringing out earlier in St. John 15. Acts 12 and 12. And when he had considered the thing, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a damsel came to hearken named Rhoda. It says, and when she knew Peter's voice, she opened not the gate with gladness, but ran in and told how Peter stood before the gate.
Like, she ran to the brothers, man. She said, Peter out there, man. Like, what?
And that's order too. Now that I think of it too. You know, because she didn't embrace him for, you know what I'm saying? She went and got the men and let them do it. You know, so even our women then was in order, man. They say, and they said unto her, thou art mad.
Yeah, yo, you crazy, man. Peter in fucking jail, man.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Peter in there locked up, man. About to kill his ass, man. What you talking about?
God. But she constantly affirmed that it was even so. Then said they, it is his angel.
Yeah, they thought he got put to death, and the spirit came to him, man.
God.
All right?
God. Like Yahweh Shai when he came to Thomas and all them, they didn't believe it, man. You know, they say, but Peter continued knocking, and when they had opened the door and saw him, they were astonished.
Yeah, they were astonished, man. All right? The Most High saved them up out of that situation, man. That difficulty, man. That turbulent time.
Good.
That's what we gonna be put in that situation. Shit, one of the brothers might get, you know, we get put to death and short run to the house, man. Look, man. Alright, so don't never underestimate the power of Yahweh Shem Shah when you're going through something. And the shit we going through right now ain't compared to the shit that they were going through. You know what I'm saying? We're not having to walk outside naked and prophesy and shit.
Right.
Eat cows dumb. We're not doing that, man. Alright? And they still kept the faith. So how much more us on this side keeping the faith, man? You know?
He goes on to say, verse 16, it says, but Peter continued knocking, well, I'm going to start 17, Salaki. But he beckoning unto them with the hand to hold their peace, declared unto them how the Lord had brought him out of the prison.
Yeah, and he gave it up to the Lord, man. He told him, man, hold your peace. It's all about Yahweh Shem Shah, what he did for me, man. I ain't say, you know, niggas would do it like, yeah, I broke him about that bitch. You know, no, man, he gave it up to the Lord, man. All right, that's what we're doing. Praising Yahweh Shem Shah, just like we do now when we do this other shit, man. All right, it's just the situations that we gonna come into is gonna be a little bit more extreme. Not a little bit more extreme. He gonna push it to the fucking max. I ain't even gonna bullshit. You gonna get pushed to the max of your ability in that day.
It says, and he said, go shew these things unto James and to the brethren, and he departed and went into another place. Now as soon as it was day, there was no small stir among the soldiers, what was become of Peter.
Yeah, they was tripping. Like, where the fuck he at, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This dude was just like the scripture said. You had soldiers at the door, 2 soldiers at the door. You had Peter was asleep and 2 soldiers was next to him. All right, so they said like, how the fuck is that?
And it was a chains.
Yeah, oh come, and he was in chains.
It was in chains. So it goes on to say, And when Herod had sought for him and found him not, he examined the keepers and commanded that they should be put to death.
Yeah, so they got put to death. They're saying that, hey man, the Most High cold, man. All right, the same people that was put in place to put Peter to death, all right, they got put to death, man. All right, the Most High cold, just like Daniel in the lion's den, man. Them motherfuckers got thrown in that lion's den, man. All right, the Most High cold, man. Show you that the Most High fight for those that fight for him through the Spirit, man. All right, that's it.
Okay, no. And also too with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, man.
That's right, man.
That's just another account. You know, how the Lord will fight for you. As long as you strive for the truth to death, the Lord will fight for you, man. All right.
I think that's it on that though. They got soldiers that took out.
Wait. What else you want to say?
I got him with Psalms.
Okay.
All right.
This is Psalms chapter 103.
Lift up a little bit.
This is Psalms chapter 103, verse 1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits.
Right, forget not all his benefits, man. All right, and that's one of the benefits, man. That standard that's going to be lifted up in that day. That's a benefit of Yahweh. Okay?
Who forgiveth all thy iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases.
Right, and that's what we pray for, that Yahweh Shem Yahushua have mercy upon us. That's what this is about, man. Okay? You got niggas that come up like this nigga over there is talking shit, man. He just carnal, man. He ain't got no faith, man. He think it's all about him and shit, man. You know what I mean?
And
It's
it's
about
been
faith,
Zoom,
man.
hella
There's
Zoom,
nobody-
too.
As much knowledge that as we've obtained,
That's
okay,
all he want.
different levels of knowledge, you know what I mean? That don't mean nothing if we don't have faith, man. All right, if we don't realize that we need to be saved up out of this captivity by our
Look
higher
at-
power, which is Yahweh Shem
Ah.
Yahushua.
Who redeemeth thy life from destruction.
Yeah, who redeemeth thy life from destruction. That's why I got that account in Acts, man. That's what he did to Peter, man. For Peter, he redeemed his life from destruction, man. All right? Because somebody like that over there, man, all faith will be lost and he will fold, man. As much shit as he talk over there,
That's right.
you know what I mean? He'll fold up, man. You niggas is full of shit, man. All right? Y'all ain't really ready to go through this shit, man.
Right, come.
Scoffing ass niggas, man. Like, cause as soon as this shit hit the fan, y'all gonna be the first niggas in line to take the chip, man. Especially you niggas that know you Israelites, man. Alright? Talking all that fucking bullshit, man. Y'all niggas don't come out here every weekend, man, in the fucking cold, man.
Even when you
They teaching
niggas,
shit. My bad, go ahead.
no, even when niggas take the chip, Esau still got a plan to deplete the population from 7 billion to 500 million. So even when you niggas take the chip, that's just gonna be a fucking a tracking beacon to know where you niggas at to come drop you niggas, man.
Yeah, when they gonna release that cyanide that's in that chip, he's gonna start dropping dead.
Who crowned thee with loving kindness and tender mercy.
Tender mercy, that's a tender mercy. Us even knowing the name is a tender mercy, man. Us knowing the breakdowns is a tender mercy. You knowing what tribe you from, that you an Israelite, that's a tender mercy of the Most High. Okay, because we could be like these niggas out here, man, walking up and down the street, not doing nothing. Just basically waiting to be destroyed. Alright? So that's why we thank the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for these tender mercies that he's granted us with, man. Alright? We could have just been like these niggas, man. Alright?
Who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. The Lord executed righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed.
Yeah, righteousness and judgment for all of those that are oppressed, man. Alright, because these niggas out here don't even think they oppressed, man. Alright? You Israelites still, man. But you Israelites in the Gentile state of mind, they don't even see their oppression, man. Alright? They're not waiting. Hey, you will get that Ecclesiastes 7:7. Alright? Y'all don't even think y'all being oppressed, man. And that's why y'all think y'all don't need Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, man, I say this all the time, man. About that Michael Vick shit was spiritual, man. That nigga had said that shit, man. He said, I got so much money, I got to a point where I think I didn't need God no more, man. And that's how these niggas is. At least that nigga admitted it. You know what I'm saying? That's how these niggas is. Cause you don't feel like you want to do nothing, or you being oppressed, you turn away from the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what 2/3 of the nation of Israel have done. They don't feel as though they need the tender mercies of the Most High. Alright?
This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Yeah, oppression make a wise man mad. You should be mad being in America, man. Every time I wake up, man, I gotta do some shit I don't want to do, man. What kind of fucking life is that, man? You wake up, I gotta go to work. I don't want to go there. I gotta pay bills. I gotta, you know, get this person money, or this, you know, it's always some shit that you don't want to do that you are required to do in America, man. That's called being oppressed. So why aren't you people mad, man? When you got a little house and shit. You got a house, you got a nice car, you got some quote unquote fresh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't even think y'all being oppressed. And that's why y'all don't think y'all need the mercies of the Most High. All right, but the Most High is gonna put you in that's why the Most High cold, man. He gonna put you in a position where you gonna cry into him anyway, and he still ain't gonna answer your ass, man. You know?
Acts 6 and 10. This Acts 6 verse 10. And they were not able to resist the wisdom and the spirit by which he spake, man.
Yeah, that's that.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, that's that nigga over there, man. He can't resist it, man. You know what I mean? If we was just a bunch of niggas out here that didn't know what we was talking about, don't you think niggas would walk past us, man? All right? This nigga is across the street yelling at the top of his fucking lungs, man. You know what I mean?
Get him back on there one more time. He just want 15 minutes of fame,
If we
man.
didn't
Here.
have the knowledge of Yahweh Shimei Shai, he would be over there like, man, them niggas don't know nothing. He'd get on his fucking bus, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like all you other scoffers, man. Like Ricky G, he can't stop putting comments on brothers' videos. Why? Because he can't resist it. Cannot resist the truth, man.
Luke 21 and 15.
Come on, grabbing it up. Luke 21 and 15, Baba Gashan.
Oh, that's-
There's a bit more on here. Acts 6 and 11. Then they suborned men, which I went into that word, suborn, and it means to put under, give a false testimony, to bribe or induce unlawfully. That's what suborned means. So then they suborned men, which said, we have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against the Most High. So the part of them persecuting us too, they're going to be speaking things, lying basically. Soundbiting videos saying they're terrorists. Did not they say in the book of Ezra, we building up that bad and terrible city? You know, because we was building up our temple and whatnot, man. So it's nothing new under the sun. They're going to do the same shit now. But the point of the fact of the matter is, they can't resist the spirit that we got, man. We out here week in, week out. I have yet to see something I disagree with and sit there and watch it anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
I see something I don't like, I'm going to turn it off,
40 and go shoot that.
move away from it, you know?
That's like if you watching TV and you change to a show you don't like to sit there and talk shit about it for 30
Right.
minutes. That's retarded, man.
Right.
Take your ass on somewhere, man.
Right.
Or set up somewhere and teach, man. Now he done ran out of demon juice now.
Yep.
Right? Cause it's cold. That's why the brother say I love the winter. Come on, man. Demons, he can't stand out here in the winter, man. Yeah. If it was still warm, he'd have been out here the whole campus.
Good. Just like most of them. I love that Job too. It talk about that who can withstand his cold, man. Because the Lord can make this as hot as he want, he can make it as cold as he want, man. I'm talking like below temperatures, but you got it. I hear in the scriptures.
Luke 21 and 16.
Kind of 21 and 15.
This is Luke 21 and 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Lord, resist, man. He can't gainsay, man. He can't really come up here and deal with the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? He can't really, because everything he says is bullshit. We dealt with him before, man. All right, just like